Welcome to the channel. Today I'm bringing you something completely fresh and new. This is not something I've done before, probably won't do it again, and that is, as you've probably seen from the title, the Ancestry DNA kit. Now there's a reason why I'm doing this, and I'm going to get into that a little bit for you. My dad, who's no longer with us, was born in 1943, and he was actually adopted during World War II. So our heritage, or whatever we know about the family, only goes back a certain amount, and of course he's no longer with us to ask. So I've taken it upon myself to order one of these kits, and I'm going to send it off, and of course I'm going to let you know the results. That'll come in a part 2 video. In this video we're going to concentrate on the unboxing of the kit that I've been sent, and I'll go through all of that with you and let you know what it includes, what I've got to do, the prices and everything that's included. So here we go. Let's unbox this kit, shall we? So it comes in a nice fancy little case like this, Ancestry DNA. And it says here, open for instructions. I pull here. Open it up, nice box. And then before we actually open this, there's a little bit of information here which tells me how to activate the kit. I've got to visit ancestrydna.co.uk/activate. And then surprisingly, number 2 is spit in the tube. Now I was unsure what I was going to have to do for this, whether it was hair or what, but yeah, I literally just spit in a tube. And then apparently I shake it as number 3, and of course send that off. But I'm going to do that whilst you're watching, not the spit, but I'm going to do every process so that you can see what happens with this. Yeah, so there we are. Then of course number 4 is you send in the sample. I believe it can take 8 to 10 weeks for a result, so that'll be interesting, and of course I'll let you know what the results are. Now there is other reasons why I want to do this. Over the years I have looked in the mirror, and you know, of course you can't deny the fact I've got very dark hair, very dark eyes, and when I'm abroad my skin goes very dark very easily. I've often been spoken to in Turkish or Spanish and not been able to understand what they're saying to me, and when I speak to them in English they're surprised to know that I'm actually from the United Kingdom. So there is that too. So I have looked in the mirror and sort of questioned where I'm from, obviously not knowing more about my dad was a massive part of that. So this should be helpful. Right, let's open this box. Okay, so it comes with a little piece of paper, and there is a unique activation code, which of course I'll need that to activate. Welcome to the beginning of your story. Before you spit, activate your kit online first. Of course that's important. You have to go to the website like I mentioned to activate your kit. And then it's said in different languages, but of course there's English at the front and in different languages inside. So in the box we've got a bag. I'd assume that's what the kit goes in to be sent off. I don't know what they're trying to say about the hazardous sign, because I don't think my spit's that bad. The little tube that you spit in, and that's it. So it's quite simple really, for what it's worth. Very simple system. So now displayed is the screen of my phone, and this is what I seen when I went to order the DNA kit. I visited ancestry.co.uk, and there is some information there. There's different options and different levels in which you can. There's a subscription-based service, which is not great, I suppose, without having to subscribe. But you don't have to do that. You can just buy the kit if you want to learn more about your roots or your heritage. There is a tool on here to build a family tree. I think I'm going to go a bit more into that on part 2 when I've understood more about what is involved in this, because I've not actually got into this too much yet. But let's go through the prices on this. See offers. So on here you'll see that there is a sale actually on at the moment, and I paid £59 for this, but as we can both see here, it's usually £79, and that's not including shipping, so it's plus shipping. And then if you go down a little bit further, you can buy it with membership. So you get that for £1 by Ancestry DNA And for only £1, get a 3-month worldwide family history membership for yourself. Okay, that's £60 and 80 pence plus shipping. No, £60 plus shipping was £80. A little bit further down, Ancestry DNA plus traits. And this, all that Ancestry DNA offers, plus they can learn how their genes can influence their personal traits. So like I say, I don't know enough about this. You might know more than me in terms of traits. That's £69, was £94. I'm not too sure how long this... Oh, it does say offer ends 19th of November 2023. So I timed that one right, because otherwise these things would have cost me more. Ancestry DNA gives you much more than just the places you're from. With clear-cut historical insights and rich geographic details, we connect you to the places in the world where your story started, and you might even discover living relatives. Now, discovering living relatives isn't actually something that I'm too bothered about. I mean, it would be nice, maybe I'd contact people, but I'm more bothered about where my dad came from, and of course where I would have come from. Yeah. So yeah, interesting, eh? The subscription for the membership will automatically renew at £49.99 at the end of every 3 months after the initial 3-month introductory offer. So yeah, £49.99 per year to keep that membership. And I think that's necessary for certain things like building a family tree, which is a shame really, because obviously it's a shame you have to continue paying for that. But I understand that, there's costs involved in running a website like this. So yeah, so let's get into it, shall we? Okay, so I've activated my account. It's simple to do. It asks you a few questions based on your age, and you have to give permission for certain things, and that's all done now. So the next step for me is this little kit here. So let's open it up, shall we? Okay, so in this box, it's quite simple. It's a little mouthpiece, and I have to spit up to this line here, which looks like it looks like a lot, but apparently it's only 1/4 teaspoon. Seems hard to believe. Can't include bubbles. And then there's a lid to stick on top of that after. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, so that's done. Bit disgusting, but hey ho. It's important to note that you can't eat, drink or smoke 30 minutes before you do this, so bear that in mind when you're doing it. So the next step is we remove this mouthpiece, and then we screw on this lid. Make sure it's on tight, and then that tightens to release stabilising fluid. So then once that's done, make sure it is on tight. You shake that for at least 5 seconds. Okay, that's it. It's all mixed in. Lovely. So the next step is sticking this inside this collection bag. So let's do that, and then seal that up. There we go, that's done. So the last and final step is of course mailing this. Now it comes with a prepaid box, which I think is fantastic, but it's it's expensive anyway, isn't it? It's expensive enough to not have to pay for postage, so I'm glad to find that actually it comes with a prepaid box. Brilliant. So that goes in the box. So there we go, all done. And of course, I will keep you posted with the results. That'll be available to view on the channel in the part 2 video. Until that comes, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.